Okay, so there was something I wanted to touch base on. Obviously, you seen yesterday, right, that I was suffering a little bit, right? So that's a good leeway to bring up suffering, pain, and its purpose, right? So I'm constantly talking about blessings and lessons, right? Every experience, every single thing that you have go on in your life is something that you chose before you came here. And you chose it because it was going to give you two options, right? Now, remember we were talking about that spiral instead of a circle? Now, here's how you get to that spiral, to take those steps. You're supposed to choose options that scare you because of the fact that the thing that scares you the most within an option is where you're going to grow. Growth is uncomfortable. It's messy. It's not something that's simple, easy. So a lot of times it's harder to make that decision to go the route less traveled, to do something more physically difficult. And something that came to me, one of my favorite movies is Fight Club, right? Fantastic movie. You could watch that 1,000 times. But here's the one scene that really got to me and really got me, especially because I've lived quite a life. And there's been a lot of suffering in my life. A lot. Not to say that everybody doesn't go through things and everybody isn't fighting a battle that you may not know anything about. That's why it's important, butterfly effect, to be kind, because you don't know what somebody else is going through. Even if you were to know what somebody else was going through or experience it the same way, because of the fact that we're all different people, we have all different experiences and all different perspectives, it's not going to be the same. You're not going to understand somebody. I don't care what it is. You cannot, it's just not possible. It's just not. But anyhow, so the one scene in Fight Club that really got me, and I was the lie scene, when he's making the soap, right? And he burns him with the chemical burn, and he's doing everything and anything, and basically that's what it is, right? So you got to think about reflexes have no thought behind it, right? So you're not going to think about it. So a lot of times reflexes are set up that way so that your neurons, when they fire, they send the signal that skips over the myelin sheaths and everything, and they bounce down quicker so that you can pull without having to think. There's no thought required for that reaction, right? So now here's the thing. The one thing that I did like about that scene, and what hit me in regards to pain, right? Okay, what his first reaction was to try to get out of the pain, right? Because it hurt. It's uncomfortable. And what does he do? He slaps him. He's the first thing he does is try to go somewhere else, right? He's in the cave, and he slaps him. He's this is the greatest moment of your life, and you're off in a cave missing it somewhere. A lot of times that's how it goes with pain. This is the greatest moment of your life, and because it's uncomfortable, you're gonna either take substances or whatever your vice of choice is to get away from that uncomfortable feeling. You're gonna do it. And I understand that, because basically we're set up to get away from discomfort. But if you sit in discomfort for a little bit, right? Well, what did he say? What was your first reaction? If you react right away, your first reaction is no thought. You're not thinking about what you're going to do, right? So now you're just going to react. Now, in your reaction, because you're not taking that moment to sit there and think, you're going to F up really bad, right? Because you're not thinking. You're not thinking about what you should do logically. And it's understandable. It's okay, because in situations, not everybody's good in those kind of situations. But see, if you sit and think for a minute, what do you say? You're going to put the vinegar, right? Vinegar neutralizes that burn. If you put water on it, it's going to aggravate it, right? So that's the difference. You got to think and be mindful and present, even in discomfort. And that right there tells you that there is purpose in everything, even discomfort. Discomfort has, either you're going to learn that that's something that you don't want to recreate, or it's something that you do want to recreate, or something that you want to change. There's a few options, few routes you can go when you're in pain. Now, you could either give up or or you could push forward through the pain and pull yourself out. Now, let me explain my situation, right? I've been offered by numerous people. Guys were like, oh, I'll take care of you, this, that, and the other thing. I'll put you up. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, but here's the thing with that. And there's been a couple of family members did, but it sucked because I looked at that and it hit me, and it was like, yeah, it would be comfortable to take that offer, and I want nothing more than to be comfortable, especially right now when I'm in so much discomfort. But I've done that all my life. I've chose the more comfortable route, and my growth has been stagnant because of it. No more. So, you know what? I said, okay. I said, you know what, though? It's gonna suck. It's really gonna suck to pull myself out of this situation. And no. Well, you know what? I can't even say I didn't because I have to take accountability. I trusted the wrong people. I made that decision to trust these people, regardless of how they presented it at the end of the day. And I did figure that I wanted to put myself into this position before I came here. So I knew it was going to make me grow and put me on my life's path, right? So I decided there's been a few times where I was about to have that comfort and it was dangled, that carrot. And I was even asked by my guides and if I wanted to go forward when everything is going crazy, and because there's only so much that a human person's mentality can take when you're constantly being hit with stuff. So I was asked, would I like to go forward with what I decided I was going to do? And yes, I need to fulfill my contract, because at the end of the day, I do want to go home. This is not my home. This is not my home. This is just a sidebar. This is a learning experience for me as a human. I'm having a human experience, right? Yeah, so I want to go home. So I want to complete my mission. I came down here to do something. Whether my twin wants to get on board or not, that's up to them. That's on them. I can't worry about that. I go forward no matter what, and I decided to press forward no matter what to the bloody end. It is what it is, because then I get to go home. This is my last incarnation here, and I get to go home, and I really want to go home. I really want to go home. Yeah, so anytime you experience pain, be grateful for it. Be grateful for it, because it's pushing you into your purpose. I've prayed many times, and when I do pray, I pray for strength. I pray for the strength to endure a tough life, because guess what? Any life worth living, anything worth having, is worth working for, no matter how uncomfortable. And you have to have that time when you're going to push yourself when you don't want to, when things are going really, really bad and there doesn't seem any hope. That's when the faith is the most important. That's when. And I'm already seeing it. Everything that was promised, that was taken away because I've been doing the right things. Everything that was stripped of me is starting to turn around. It's starting to turn around. So if you do what you're supposed to be doing and you follow what you're supposed to be doing and you're living in your purpose, things will eventually go the way that they're supposed to. You'll see. Keep watching. I want you to watch all of it, even the tears. Watch all of it, so that when I'm up here, it was a climb. I didn't take the elevator. I don't know how many times I fell too off that mountain. How many times I fell and how many times I probably will fall. But guess what? What'd he say, Denzel Washington? Fall forward, my friends.